Hi, welcome back to Inspired by Yvette. In today's video, I am going to share with you yet another sympathy card. So if you've been watching this series, this is number 3 out of, I believe, 6 sympathy cards. These are videos that I filmed back in October or November. So this is number 3 out of this series. This is also one of the Anna Griffin cards from Cricut Design Space. Hopefully this inspires you if you have a Cricut to do this project. If not, if you have a die cutting machine or whatever you use to make your cards, hopefully this project inspires you in some kind of way, whether it's with the flowers or whatever combinations I came up with. So I am going to talk y'all through it. As of right now, I have the editing to 10 minutes. I'm trying to get better with editing and taking out unnecessary information, but I'm just going to share what I think needs to be said in the video. So I hope you enjoy watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and let's get into our card. Okay, so here I am just going to start by folding the card insert in half using my scraper tool to burnish it down to get a good crisp crease. And then I'm also going to do the same thing with the outside of the card, which is a little more difficult because they don't give you a lot of room to work with this project. So I wish the border was a little bit wider, but we worked with it. Just took my time pinching it down a little bit along the score line and then taking the tool and getting it crisp and sharp. And so it's just a matter of lining everything up from the edges and doing it several times over. Okay, so next I believe I'm going to glue that down first. So I'm going to take my Barely Art precision glue and I'm going to use that and glue the insert to the front of the card. So I'm just going to do that front panel. I'm not going to put any glue on the back page. I'm going to leave that free floating. Okay, so I'm just going to take that tip and put the glue down and press it down. All right. Okay, so we just press that down very well, have it nice and even. And now I'm going to work on the 2 roses. We have one bigger one and one smaller one. I'm going to turn on my mini easy press to number 1, the first setting, which is like a warm heat, so that I'm going to get it heated up to prepare to iron the sentiment on the little card, the little, what am I calling, sentiment card. Okay, and so I'm using my glue starting with the bottom layer, and I'll put that down on top, and then I'll do the same thing with the top layer of it. And so that's the bigger rose, and I like this card because it's very pretty, but it's not a difficult card to assemble. It doesn't take a lot of time, and it gives a good pretty impact. Everybody who I've gifted it to, I've used it for anniversaries, I've used it for thinking about you. I've used this particular design a lot. Many different color combinations. It always turns out pretty. And so I do love that. And that Barely Art glue, the precision tip, is just, matter of fact, fun fact, that little 2-ounce bottle of glue is, since I ordered this glue, I want to say I ordered it last summer. It's coming up on, it's been a while. I know it's been 8 months and I haven't refilled that 2-ounce bottle yet. So it doesn't, and I have a big 16-ounce refill bottle. So it doesn't take, even though the glue is kind of expensive to purchase, but it lasts a long time. Okay, so next I am ironing on the Sympathy, and just says with Sympathy, I'll cut a little piece of butcher paper off of my workstation and use that to put on top. Okay, so we're just going to do that, peel that away, press on top a little more, make sure it's good and stuck down, and that is that. It felt so nice, so smooth on. I think that's what I was saying too. It feels so good. So yeah, that's what I did there. Next, I am going to iron on the inside, the sentiment that goes on the inside of the card. It's using some black Cricut iron-on vinyl. I'm going to admit to y'all, that sped up pretty fast, like I skipped through it, but it took me a while to get that black ironed on. And you'll see in the end of the video, I lost the dot on one of the eyes, so I'm going to fix that at the end. Okay, I decided to pop up these flowers in the sentiment with square foam squares that I got from Dollar Tree. If you've been watching the series, you know that. So I put those up, lifted them a little bit, and I'll let you all listen as I put this part together. I am going to move those out of the way just so I can remember my placement. And I lifted this up too. I hope that doesn't mess me up, but I decided to put dots there too. So where am I putting that? Right there. Mark it right there. So that looks good. I'll do this one first. I think I'm going to put that here. I wanted it to go more like this. I don't know how that's gonna work with that. Wonder if I should take the foam off of those two pieces. I think it'll lay better then. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Take the foam off of that, and I'll just lift that up and I'll just glue that, but it probably won't even need the glue. That way that lays flush. Yvette, you're good. All right, so let me take and put that there. That's good. I kind of wish this one could overlap too, but that means I probably need to move that. I'm gonna do that one like that. I think we're good. Okay, so that is that. We're done with this one, y'all. How pretty is that? That black, that plum, purple, the vinyl on that sentiment. It is so, I think it's pretty. It is beautiful, so I'm going to go ahead and say my goodbyes right here. If you want to stay tuned and see me fix the dot on that eye, go ahead and keep watching. As I open the card, I realized, oh, I need to fix this eye. So please subscribe to the channel. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'm sending you love from South Carolina. Bye. I think that's all it needs is a dot. You know, as crafters, we have to be like ingenious or something. We have to make things work because sometimes things just happen and you just kind of got to roll with it. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, if she don't look at this video, she'll never know, hopefully. I'll take these glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. Because if I mess this card up at this point, y'all know. I went too high, but you know what? I went a little bit too high. But if she don't, who is looking at the dot on the eye like that? This one looks a little lopsided anyway, so that is a handmade card. That's what that is, you know? All right, we are done. On to the next one.